Hey there, this is the One Boom, and this is a late night recording, or almost early morning. This is like 5 in the morning now that I think about it. I'm doing a recording here because I'm a little upset at the use of a word with FPS players right now, and that word is tactical. Like, seriously, I keep seeing people defining like Battlefield or older COD games as tactical, and I'd like to address this for a second. Let's first read the word here. The word tactical means showing planning or aiming at an end beyond the immediate action. Also, tactical means basically carefully planned actions to gain a specific end, usually used by military terms. So, my frustration with the words tactical when we're talking about video games and gameplay, how the hell do the people get the word they get the word tactical when they think of Call of Duty 4 or Battlefield? It's one of those buzzwords. It's a gaming buzzword. We want tactical combat. Well, okay, really, when you're playing a match of Battlefield or Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, or Counter-Strike, ask yourself how many times are you actually implementing tactics and how many times you're just, wandering map, finding enemy, killing enemy, moving towards objective, killing enemy. Like, tactics is like, I want to have a plan. I have an end in mind past what's going on here in front of me. I have a plan, I have an end goal. Well, when does that really work? I want to flank this flag in Battlefield is, I guess, tactical. I'm going to throw smoke on B flag in Call of Duty is, I guess, tactical. Cover me with mortars while I plant the charge on the MCOM is tactical. Throw a charge on that doorway and then cover my left while I plant the bomb, I guess is whatever. But you cannot just look at a boots on the ground COD or Battlefield or any game and just use the word tactical. Someone can be tactical when they're playing, but someone was saying, I read on Twitter, I think it was like the COD Intel page, quote unquote, COD Intel. He was like tweeting out that he had been watching some Call of Duty 4 Remastered S&D gameplay, and he was like, oh, I forgot how much more intense and tactical the boots on ground was. Well, tactical is a state of play. Like, just because you're slower, just because you don't have any verticality and you just have to check corners, like it's almost less tactical because like it's way more predictable and consistent. How is that intense? You know what level people are going to be at. They're either going to be like on the ground or in a room above you. Like they have to be on an object to get above you. And by the way, I do prefer boots on the ground Call of Duty. I want a boots on the ground Call of Duty. I just don't mind 3D movement. It doesn't ruin a game for me. So keep that in mind. I'm not dissing boots on ground, but let's just not call it okay. I like it, but let's not call it what it isn't. Okay? Call of Duty 4 is not more intense and tactical. In fact, it's more predictable. You know where to have your sights. You know what doorways people are going to come through because you don't have to worry about somebody jumping over a wall or sliding around the corner quickly. You know where people are going to come from. I think, and God help me if this loses me subs or views, I don't give a fuck, it needs to be said. I don't think it's anything to do with being tactical. I think that's just buzzwords that they're using, but what they want is something that's technically easier. It's predictable. You can use the same tactics every game. If every Call of Duty game, if Call of Duty hadn't changed after Ghosts and it didn't get any 3D movement or new design, it was the same from Call of Duty Ghosts, not only would have people been really pissed, they also would just be using the same tactics over and over again. So when I hear Nade Shot or any pro player or any ex-pro player, I hear any pub stompers or someone like J-Hub or someone saying, oh, this is more tactical, this is more intense, what I hear is, oh, yeah, I know where to keep my sights, no one's going to catch me off guard and knock me off my all-important streak, and by the way, I can pin them in their spawn much easier. I don't like S&D in the more modern CODs, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and I don't think I'm going to like it in Infinite Warfare either. Call of Duty Ghosts, Black Ops 2, I liked S&D in those games, and I understand that like S&D plays better boots on the ground because there's less unpredictable shit. But hearing people call it intense, tactical, hell no. If anything, Advanced Warfare S&D was more intense because you'd spawn in, and some people could use their exosuits and get right to a cutoff, right in front of your spawn, almost immediately. So you have somebody just as in your face as they would be in Domination or TDM, which is usually why people don't play SNDs, because it's not as in your face and people aren't as rushy. And you had people doing that, but you only have, of course, one life per round. That, in my mind, is intense. I don't have to define the word intense for you guys, do I? I know I don't. So Either way, I like boots on the ground. Boots on the ground SND is way better, but can you not use the words tactical and intense as buzzwords to describe a type of game you enjoy? Okay, like again, Battlefield, when you just like go play a Battlefield match by yourself, none of your squad mates, none of your best friends, play by yourself and ask me how many tactics you're using. All right? Cuz in a normal match of Battlefield, I find myself just using normal critical thought. They're taking that objective. I should get there. They have planes in the sky. I should shoot them down. You know, they're coming over this hill. I can see them on the mini map here. I hear gunfire over here. I'm going to shoot these people. I'm going to defend this objective. Tactics? Tactical? What the fuck are you doing? Like, have I implemented tactics in COD, Battlefield, other competitive shooters? Hell yeah. But these games are only as tactical as the person playing them. And you yourself are really going to have to ask, am I being tactical or am I just playing the game how it's supposed to be played? In conclusion here to my little tangent, just because new CODs have the ability to wall run, have more verticality, that doesn't make them less tactical, okay? I was listening to Nadeshot talk about this actually in a video where he said, you know, in S&D you'd be pre-aiming a corner and they could jump right over the wall. Okay, so in a scenario where you have a corner you're watching, but they could also jump over the wall, why are you watching the corner? Fucking watch the whole wall. If they jump up, they're gonna have a disadvantage. So shoot them. If they round the corner, you were waiting for that, weren't you? So you should be good. It's like, because there's this different movement, I can't implement any of my old tactics, so it's not tactical. Boom, roasted all you fuckers. I'm going to bed. See you when I see you. And I'd like to point out one more time, I want a boots on the ground Call of Duty. I'm just not going to pretend the new ones are horrible to prove my own point. Because my point would prove itself at that point, wouldn't it? Okay, good. Thank you. Bye-bye.